The Little Prince Life Lessons. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched, they are felt with the heart. You become responsible, forever, for what you have tamed. It's the time you spent on your rose that makes your rose so important. What makes the desert beautiful is that somewhere it hides a well. One sees clearly only with the heart. The essential is invisible to the eyes. Don't be a geographer, be an explorer. Enjoy the ride, you'll only get this one. The person in the mirror. Don't be too fond of numbers. Look after the planet, don't judge others by their words, but by what they do. Relationships make life worth living. It is the time you give to something that makes it precious. Remember to look up at the stars. Remember to look beyond the surface. Don't hide your true feelings, it will cost you everything that is important. Judge yourself before you judge others. There is very little substance in coveting the admiration of others. Drinking to forget is a vicious and ultimately feeble endeavor. You should never take yourself too seriously. Don't forget to enjoy your life, take a moment and take it all in. Follow your instincts to explore. Trust in unusual characters, you might learn something. Care for the things you have, for they cannot be replaced. Sometimes you have to let those you love fly free. Make your life a dream, and a dream, a reality. For I must endure the presence of 2 or 3 caterpillars to be acquainted with the butterflies. Value simplicity. Appreciate the love that's been given to you. Love does not consist of gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. Money distracts you from seeing beauty. Love people for who they are, not their possessions. All actions have consequences. Fate always finds a way to make us learn the things we resist the most, the things we least want to accept. Humans have developed a great capacity of justifying themselves. You can't fail in love. The only mistake is to stop loving. Any change means leaving a part of ourselves behind, it's the only way to grow and make progress. It's strange how we easily assume that others must be going the same direction as us. Anything imposed as an obligation will always provoke resistance. The more control they exert, the less they enjoy it. But the conceited man did not hear him. Conceited people never hear anything but praise. Where are the people? Resumed the little prince at last. It's a little lonely in the desert. It is lonely when you're among people, too, said the snake. A rock pile ceases to be a rock pile the moment a single man contemplates it, bearing within him the image of a cathedral. When someone blushes, doesn't that mean yes? I have lived a great deal among grown-ups. I have seen them intimately, close at hand. And that hasn't much improved my opinion of them. Only the children know what they are looking for. But the eyes are blind. One must look with the heart. All men have stars, but they are not the same things for different people. For some, who are travelers, the stars are guides. For others they are no more than little lights in the sky. For others, who are scholars, they are problems. But all these stars are silent. You alone will have stars as no one else has them. And now here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. It is much more difficult to judge oneself than to judge others. If you succeed in judging yourself rightly, then you are indeed a man of true wisdom. All grown-ups were once children, but only few of them remember it. I am who I am and I have the need to be. No one is ever satisfied where he is. One day, I watched the sun setting 44 times. You know, when one is so terribly sad, one loves sunsets. People where you live, the little prince said, grow 5,000 roses in one garden. Yet they don't find what they're looking for. And yet what they're looking for could be found in a single rose. It is such a mysterious place, the land of tears. What matters most are the simple pleasures so abundant that we can all enjoy them. Happiness doesn't lie in the objects we gather around us. To find it, all we need to do is open our eyes. Grown-ups never understand anything by themselves, and it is tiresome for children to be always and forever explaining things to them. The proof that the little prince existed is that he was charming, that he laughed, and that he was looking for a sheep. If anybody wants a sheep, that is a proof that he exists. To forget a friend is sad. Not everyone has had a friend. Words are the source of misunderstandings. Men have no more time to understand anything. They buy ready-made things in the shops. But since there are no shops where you can buy friends, men no longer have any friends. Sometimes, there is no harm in putting off a piece of work until another day. It's all a great mystery. Look up at the sky and you'll see how everything changes. If you love a flower which happens to be on a star, it is sweet at night to gaze at the sky. All the stars are a riot of flowers. Grown-ups are certainly very strange. Of course I love you. It is my fault that you have not known it all the while. And when your sorrow is comforted, time soothes all sorrows, you will be content that you have known me. Look up at the sky. Ask yourself, has the sheep eaten the flower or not? And you'll see how everything changes. And no grown-up will ever understand how such a thing could be so important. You may be mistaken for something you're not. Be prepared for the unexpected. Life plans aren't meant to be set in stone. Great leaders are willing to apologize. Even leaders need friends. Perfection doesn't matter, willingness does. Ask plenty of questions. Others can see what you can't. You have blind spots. Be willing to listen to others. Be prepared. You never know where the leadership journey will lead. Your leadership journey will lead you to unexpected places. You can't make people admire or respect you. It's normal to be scared. People long to hear your story. That's your version of my life. Not mine. I thought I would never find anyone who would want to hear my story. What good does it do you to be rich? What is most important is invisible. Great leaders take on new challenges. People need you. I'm not hopeless. I'm hopeful. Thank you for watching. Intelligence Within.